Hello, welcome back to another video, and I'm going to try the beat 'em ups challenge, which is to sit through an entire beat 'em ups video in one go without wanting to rip my head off, I presume. I have listened to a lot of this already. Watched Darius's video, which was very amusing. But there's some things I want to say about it. But before I get into that, I'm in two minds about going through if it comes up. Slopes' Amico scandal video because it's 4 hours long. Now, of course, I went through his almost 3 hour interview with Tommy Tallarico, the second interview he did, which was going on about the Amico, and he was just a fawning shill. So, quite frankly, why should I put up with 4 hours of a fawning shill? Apparently, he does mention he did shill for the thing at one point, but he doesn't sound particularly contrite about the whole thing. I don't think I can sit through 4 hours of that voice for 4 hours. What do you think? Should I try and sit through it? I don't know if I can. Sounds like Derek Jameson. Do they mean me? They surely do. You don't know who Derek Jameson is? Look him up. Former journalist and Radio 2 presenter, and since passed away. But I don't think I can sit through 4 hours of that. And quite frankly, looking at the chapters, blah blah blah, Miko's first public showing, to you podcast, 10 Commandments, Tommy versus Nintendo, blah 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 blah. It's all things that I've covered along the way anyway, so I don't really. Why go through it all the second time? I don't know. I don't think I can stomach that, quite frankly. So let's get into beat 'em ups. The video is entitled "We Are Not Okay," and that's not beat 'em ups on the thumbnail. It's somebody else. I'm not sure is that his girlfriend or his wife. I don't know. I watched the video and I still wasn't sure by the end of it. Anyway, let's have a look.
We also can't have any space on this couch. It's for me.
Hello.
Hello. Me hobbitses, naughty little hobbitses, making silly video for his 1.6 million subscribers, which has got nearly 500,000 views. When did he make this video? January the 13th. Okay.
I don't really know what to say.
Get a haircut? Get a shave?
Or necessarily what I'm going to end up talking about.
It doesn't really matter, does it? Your simps will follow you anyway.
Oh, you've started now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I figured I would just hit record and we would figure it out as we went.
Okay, you didn't, to be fair.
Sometimes that's the best way to go. If you're not sure, just hit record, and at least whatever witticisms come out of your mind, then you've got it down recorded.
You didn't, how close do I need to hold this?
I mean,
Alright.
yeah.
To be fair, you didn't tell me what this video was either, so it's a surprise to all of us. Really,
I don't really, well, there's a couple of things.
I think only the dog knows what's going on.
Because
her? Is she one
yeah,
of the
well,
things?
when we got her, we wanted to do a video, but I just...
Yeah.
Oh, grown men wearing ripped jeans in 2023. What is going on? Really, ripped jeans, aren't they the thing if you're about 10 or something? Not if you're like about, I don't know what age he is, but I really wouldn't even want to hazard a guess at what age he is, but I imagine he's not 10, so he's probably 30s, 40s.
I couldn't bring myself to making like a personal happy video because of the other thing that's been going on that I also wanted to talk about. So now this is like the happy personal video that is also the sad thing.
So he's happy and sad, and he's got 1.6 million subscribers. Whatever he's waffling about, he's going to get a zillion hits anyway, as he has done, and his simps will eat it up.
What is my hair doing? I don't know what side my hair flips on anymore. No. I'm going to start with the big thing. Well, the big thing. That is the big thing. The other big thing. I'm taking a break.
Oh, here we go. So, another YouTuber taking a break because in January and February, the ad revenue on YouTube is pretty low because it builds up. Well, so the peak time is towards the end of the year, Christmas especially, So December is when they'd get the bulk of their revenue, and then so in January, February they can't be bothered because they'd be doing exactly the same amount of work and getting nothing out of it. So instead they just put out a video where we can't be bothered. So here's a video where we go, oh, woe is me, my life's so hard, oh dear, what am I to do? I might have to get a real job. And this is the end result.
I'm taking my first real break, which
First real break?
I'm anxious even saying on talking about it.
Yeah.
I've built it up in my head so much.
How often does he make videos anyway? Let's just have a look. Hang on. That's going to autoplay. No, it won't autoplay. I say he did since make a video 3 days later, so that Nintendo Direct, blah blah blah. But yeah, you see already that this We Are Not Okay got 459,000 hits, so it's more than sort of his average video. So that's why he's made it. Just sort of keeps his fans at bay for a little while. So these timings are never exact. So let's say a month ago he made 5 videos a month ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos the month before that. Thereabouts, excuse me. So he can't be bothered. So yeah, he makes a video like maybe once a week, let's say. Once a week or so. That's how much he does. And I guess he's trying to go for the Jesus look because he just can't be bothered to wash or shave.
Over the last several months, knowing that I wanted to take.
Let go of that. Oh God.
What is she eating?
The cord.
Oh no.
Give.
I'm taking the entirety of January.
Oh, because it's such hard work, isn't it? Putting out 1:15. How long were his videos again? Let's see 13 minutes, 14 minutes, around 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Oh, half an hour there. You really put the effort in there. Yes, it's really difficult to make that sort of video once a week. Imagine how long do you spend in your normal day job doing work? Is it more than 15 minutes a week? I bet it is. But it struggles for him to waffle on for 15-20 minutes, and you've got to take a little break.
Off. I've been doing YouTube now. I mean, I started the channel almost 10 years ago. It's coming up on 10 years ago. And
can anyone tell me what the attraction is in watching beat 'em ups? If you're a simp of his, what is the attraction? Where is the draw? Is it just because he got hooked onto the algorithm? And YouTube just promotes him, same as Metal Jesus rocks. Is that what's happened here? So people just watch him out of habit, despite the junk he puts out?
I've been doing it full time for at least 6 years, and I've never.
Well, full time, 1 video a week. Is that really full time? That's like, let's be generous. 1 day's work a week. Maybe 2 days a week, some weeks. That wouldn't be classed as full time in any occupation.
Actually taken a break, like ever.
Not an extended one.
No, we've taken like a week or two off.
And stuff, but not.
Usually in January we take a week or two off, but then we
yeah, because the ad revenue is down the pan.
We travel. We go home to Australia, or we.
I thought he was Australian. I wasn't sure when I first saw this. I said I don't really follow him, but so we've established he's Australian. Is she Australian? I don't know. Don't really care.
Went to Japan, but that was over 2 years ago.
Oh, he struggled to go to Japan as well. It's so difficult to being a YouTuber, isn't it? Being a big major YouTuber, so difficult. You get to go all the way around the world, buy up all the games somewhere else, and then bring it home, blah de blah de blah, and get all the donations from your audience. It's so difficult.
Now and then COVID happened, and I figured there was nothing. We weren't going anywhere. We weren't doing anything. So I don't think I even took a break. I think the last couple of years I just maybe took it a little easy, but worked right on through and
working.
And it's really caught up with me in more ways than one.
Oh, not okay. Do you know what? I'll tell you who's not okay. The people of Ukraine, Turkey and Syria. In the past few days, over 25,000 people have been killed in Turkey and Syria from the earthquakes. There's over 100,000 injured, and there are millions who survived but are now displaced and are all suffering loss. They are not okay. Okay, the earthquakes hadn't happened at the time he made his video, but even still, look at Ukraine. Over 7,000 people have been killed as a result of Putin's invasion, including over 400 children. They are not okay. Their surviving relatives are not okay. Got it?
With both of us, actually. I don't.
The entitlement of this individual.
This is where I don't know where to begin. You know, when we moved here to PA, we made a video when we were sat in front of all our moving boxes talking about how happy we were that we...
Oh no, we've had to move house. Why? PA? Is that Pennsylvania? I don't know anything about Pennsylvania. I saw from Darius's video that's where all the big gaming expos happen. So that's why he goes there, so he can be close to all those types. But the only thing I know about Pennsylvania is the song Pennsylvania 65000. I don't know. I don't get tattoos either. Why would someone have a whole arm full of tattoos? I really don't get it. It's just millennials. But I mean, he looks far too old to be a millennial.
We moved, but truth be told, we were like not doing good at all, and we still aren't really. The move was the hardest thing both of us have ever done.
Little boy. People move house all the time. Everyone in Ukraine, everyone in Turkey and Syria, they're all having to move house at the moment because their houses no longer exist. Now that's a problem. What he's going through is not a problem. He just moved house. I moved house a long time ago. He just got on with it.
I think we may have talked about it a little, but it was a nightmare. Everything went wrong. I got heat stroke trying to pack all these trucks.
Oh dear. The people in Turkey and Syria at the moment are absolutely freezing their arse off. But I guess he doesn't really care about that.
On my own, because we had 2 trucks and a trailer.
We did this move like we've done all of the other moves, which is the two of us
on our own,
packing the truck.
We've never had help.
Furniture.
Oh dear! You never had hope for putting stuff on a truck. Oh dear! Let me explain what you do. You put stuff in a box, you lift it up, and you put it on the truck, and then it's done. There, easy.
Help.
We tried to hire.
We tried to hire help, and then they bailed on us.
Yeah, that's
so we did it all on our own.
And it was June in Texas, so it was
hot,
really, really hot, and we doubled the workload because we also moved my mom here. So
and
that was rough.
And if you watch me on,
so his mum's there as well, but how come she hasn't kicked his ass into touch?
Twitch, you already know the story, and you probably heard it a couple of times. I haven't really said it here, but you know, I'm not going to go into everything else that happened, but it was a 3-day straight drive.
So sounds like he does a lot of Twitch streams, and I don't do Twitch, but Windy Pops. He just waffles on for hours on there, I guess, and then, excuse me, Windy Pops almost, and it just gets people to throw money at him on there as well, I expect. Oh, it's just ridiculous. And yes, people say, "Oh, but Dom, you have links to Patreon and whatnot on your video description." Yes, there are links there. Not much gets put my way, but as I've always said, in situations like this, look at what's going on in Ukraine, Turkey, and Syria. Just give your money that way. I've said give your money to food banks and things like that before. Put your money in those directions. For Turkey and Syria, it's the Disasters Emergency Committee, dec.org.uk. dec.org.uk. That's where they're doing the donations for that. So put your money there instead. Just certainly not to this idiot.
Our cat is being an idiot.
He's just
right now. I set up a.
It's not the cat who's being an idiot.
Simpsons arcade. I'm just gonna show you.
Yeah, show him what he's doing. He's trying to get the high score.
I made a Simpsons arcade today, and he's realized and he's decided it's climb time.
He made a Simpsons arcade. You mean he bought it from? You bought it from Arcade 1-Up or whoever, and then you just put it together.
Yeah.
And he's climbing all over it.
Now he's trying to get in the machine. Okay.
Anyway, it was way harder than we anticipated, and I've skipped over a lot of stuff to get to the point.
We've taken a long time to get to it already. He's just shameless, isn't he?
But I ended up having a big breakdown, like a big mental breakdown. We're about half an hour from finally getting here on the road trip, and I had to pull the truck over on a highway and almost passed out on the
almost passed out my ass.
Side of the road and had what I think was my first real anxiety attack.
Oh, anxiety attack. Good God. Is this what adults, I was going to say young adults, but, you know, so the next generation of adults has come to? You just can't function in today's modern society. You just have to go, oh, I can't function. What am I going to do?
I don't know. It sucked. It was very scary. I couldn't get back in the truck. My body just wasn't. My mind wanted to. I don't know what wanted to. I wanted to be at the house.
You wanted to be done.
I wanted to be done, but I just couldn't physically get back in the truck, and we were stuck there. And
you just, as Dario said in his video, you just have to man up. I've gone through an awful lot with the, as I mentioned before, everything to do with Mark Pollard, the guy who ripped me off, and that put me in some dark places. But you know, there's only one way to get through it all, and that's literally to man up. Get on with it.
Till, if you want to be a part of it, be a part of it.
Hi, Jamie.
And we were stuck there until highway patrol came and carried us off the highway. And it took us hours to finally get home because I kept having to pull over and breathe because I was just having multiple anxiety attacks.
Yeah, multiple anxiety attacks. You're not having multiple anxiety attacks. You're probably just a bit miffed because it's something you've not done for a while. Well, these YouTubes seem to move every few months anyway, or at least once a year. You're not having multiple anxiety attacks. Just even if you were having sort of a little bit, I'm getting anxiety attack just thinking about this. You just have to perhaps take a few deep breaths. That's about it. Wind the window down while you're driving. Focus your mind on getting to the destination, not worrying about where you are in the meantime, and just get on with it.
Well, it was also night, which I feel like is way harder with anxiety, at least for me, to drive.
Well, we were rushing.
Well, why drive at night then? Drive during the day, duh.
To get here before nightfall.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a long trip. I've no idea where he's got, how long it's taken him to drive there from wherever he went, but take it he didn't drive from Australia to get to Pennsylvania, but you could just, if it's going to be a very, very long drive over the course of a day, then plan a stopover at a motel overnight. So it's like a 2-day trip, and you just have a stopover. Easy.
Which is why it was so stressful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, it was bad. It was bad to the point where I immediately got into therapy. I had
therapy.
Anxiety.
Piss off. You don't need therapy. You just get a move on. Get your boxes into the new house. Unpack them. Done. Have a drink. The end.
Attacks for about 2 weeks straight after that.
Fuck off.
It took a very long time for me to feel normal again. In fact, that really only started happening the last couple of months. I've been pushing through all the videos. Can you stop biting everything, please? All the videos, or all the streams, everything I've been doing. I mean, if you've been watching me on stream, I've broken down on stream multiple times.
Yeah, so it'll just sound like it'll just break down just to go, oh, give me some money. I can't function as a human being.
I have just been doing my best to hold on to get to January.
What a load of crap. If he really was like that when doing those streams, then really the thing you should be doing is not doing those streams. If he really did have those issues. But no, he goes on, cries on camera because he knows that's what gets people throwing money at him.
To take a big break. So we're finally there. There are so many distractions in this video right now.
I mean, I feel like it's a pretty accurate representation of how our minds have been working this entire time.
Oh.
Kim decided somewhere in all this mess
Oh, yeah. I had a brilliant idea.
that it would
It's
be
not.
a good idea to get a puppy.
Yeah, I thought, why not?
Yeah, because that's what you always do if you really were in that mindset. Then just throw another random, situation into the event.
I'd add more stress to our already stress and get a thing that needs us constantly. But honestly, I feel like it's one of the better decisions.
Yeah, you might have seen her in some videos. Again, it's been tough to want to talk too much about personal stuff lately, but
well, it's obviously not, because here you are doing it, you're breaking down all the time, and crying all the time like a girl, like a big girl's blouse. No, it's obviously not difficult, but you're pretending it's difficult, so you simps throw more money at you.
it was a lot on us initially.
The first 3 days, I genuinely felt like I was losing my mind.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Because
we thought we'd done goofed. Because we could not handle the pressure of essentially a baby.
She's like, it's like literally having a human baby for the first few days, because like they don't know what's going on. They can't tell you. And you're just freaking out because you don't know what you're doing.
But I don't know. We got through it. This
is the trouble with millennials. They can't even function in today's modern society. And they're too busy. They can't even work out what pronouns they want to use. It's just how did life come to this?
This is the funny thing. I think that whole situation and like the moving and everything has made us better, like together.
Yeah.
That's weird.
We talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
Both together and in therapy.
We've been talking a lot more.
They both went to therapy. They haven't been to therapy. They just didn't know what to do with their money, so they just shoved it in the bank. They've not been to therapy. What would you need to go to therapy about? You're, as Big Retro Show says, you're living a fat life, as he said about Tommy Tallarico. God, these two, they know how to work their audience, I tell you that.
Or lately, I feel like than we have. Maybe like since when we first started dating, we were like communicating a lot because we had to, because we didn't live in the same place. But
I'm not sure whether she's too quiet, and she's not holding the microphone up to her mouth enough anyway, but let's just put the subtitles on. They don't really seem to be bright enough. Excuse me. Subtitles. Back, what the font opacity. There we go. Come on.
I feel like we're better at communicating now than we've ever been.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
We've talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
But Kim has always dealt with anxiety, and I was more on.
God, these two sound like a right pair together, don't they? And the way they talk to each other, it's just like it's like the couple from. If you've seen the video, it goes back to the 90s. Air, All I Need. There's a couple featured in that who long since split up, but it's got a girl and a bloke, and the bloke's like, oh, I'm always there for you, and you just have to know it, and everything's good and wonderful. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna cry, don't make me cry. It's like this pair.
The depression side.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You haven't got depression, you got everything you could ever want. People throwing money at you. Looks like a giant Nintendo Switch in the background. Loads of toys which come from your simps. God.
Dealt with anxiety, and I was more on the depression side.
Yeah.
But now that I've been dealing with it, it literally developed into like agoraphobia. Mm-hmm. I couldn't leave.
Go out the house.
The house.
Oh dear, oh dear. I'll tell you what. Yeah, go and I think when COVID happened and it'd been sort of told you can't go out the house or something, and it's stuck inside for like a couple of weeks before even venturing out again. Or you have to go out because otherwise, you got to go and get food from the supermarket. But it is weird if you've not been out the house for a couple of weeks, and it's just like, oh, just does feel a bit weird. But the only way to do it, and at the time before the powers that be broke the rules anyway, we were told you can still go outside for 1 hour a day to exercise, so go for a long walk or something. And the way to do it is you just, you step outside your front door, take 1 foot in front of the other, and you walk and you get out and you get some fresh air and you feel a lot better for it. But if you just stay in the house all day, it's like a complete shut-in, no wonder you're going to go a bit mad. But just the easy way to avoid that is just going outside.
I still can't.
You do it.
I'm doing better.
Yeah.
You can get out of the house, for crying out loud. Perhaps the only reason you don't is because you might get people going, "Oh, it's beat 'em ups. Gonna take a picture with you."
But I hate it every time.
Oh,
I went outside.
and she's laughing at it anyway.
I hated every second of it.
I hate every
It
second
was
of
the
it.
worst thing I've ever done.
Oh,
But yeah, it's made me way more understanding of what Kim deals with. And yeah, we talk
Yeah.
constantly and we're helping each other so much. And we've always been, I mean, we're a great couple and we were a great couple before we
Yeah.
went to move. And
I feel like we wouldn't have gotten married
we had,
if we sucked.
yeah, we had, yeah.
so they did get married.
We'd taken so many strides to get to that point, though.
Yeah.
Like, we'd worked on both of ourselves individually and our marriage and our relationship so much to get to a good point. And then this, whatever we've gone through in the last 6 months has tenfolded it.
A lot of crap. These two sound like they shouldn't be, they should not be anyone's role models at all.
Yeah.
Because
That's crazy.
I mean, I couldn't have done any of this without Kim. I would just feel so alone and scared.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah. I don't know how far in to go because it's such a long story, it could be an hour-long Twitch stream and it has been.
Yeah.
But after that big first attack, I thought I was getting better slowly over the first few weeks, but then I just had that one time we went grocery shopping like a month in.
Oh no, going to the grocery store.
And I just had another big anxiety attack. And
No, you didn't.
I had to sit down in the middle of the store, and then we tried to go back the next.
A grown man sat in the middle of the store like a tempestuous child. I want my mommy.
Day because I was like, I'm not going to let this defeat me. But then I couldn't step foot inside the store.
Jesus, they just haul him off to the local insane asylum.
I tried going in with you like 3 times, and I just turned around and left and went back to the car and just bawled my eyes out.
Like a bloody 10-year-old boy.
Because I didn't know what was happening. And I couldn't be in there.
Where's he gone? Oh, God. Here we go.
I don't know why I'm filming this.
Because, you get money from your simps.
I just don't know what's going to help.
Getting some fresh air. Not being such a crybaby. What on earth's he got for those bloody... Why does a man have earrings?
Yesterday I tried to go to the store with Kim.
Oh no.
And I got to the back and I had an anxiety attack and had to sit down.
In the middle of the store. And he's obviously got the tear stick out to make him cry, so he can cry on camera. I can work out how to cry on camera immediately. It wouldn't be even thinking about my parents who both passed away. That wouldn't instantly make me bawl my eyes out. But what would do it, or what could certainly work for me, is if you've seen 6 Feet Under. Because the guy, after 5 years, because the guy who created it, Alan Ball, didn't want it to be, he wanted to end the series properly. He didn't want anyone else to try and take it over, and I think he went off to do True Blood. So he just did it. He had a sort of 6-minute scene at the end, 6 or 7 minutes, set to a song by Sia called "Breathe Me," and it just basically shows from that point onwards. The series ended in 2005. Just showed the point at which all the cast members died over the next 80 years thereabouts, and it was it just I can put that on and I can immediately start bawling my eyes out because it's just so intense. So I could watch that and then turn the camera on and go, oh, I couldn't get to the store.
In the middle of the store, and then we left in a hurry. We couldn't get what we needed.
Oh.
And I was terrified to go back again today.
Oh.
But I wanted to do it because I wanted to conquer it.
Conquer it.
And I took one step in the stores. I had to leave.
Oh no.
And so Kim and her mum were shopping without me, and I was like...
Probably better for everyone else if you left, actually.
Like, no, this is stupid. I'm being dumb.
Well, it is stupid.
And I talked myself down. And I went to go back in. And I didn't get any further and I had to leave.
Oh.
I don't know what's happening to me.
No. Is he done? Is he coming back?
So yeah, I need like an actual break with no
Oh.
YouTube, no Twitch,
Oh.
Yeah.
no anything. You
Oh.
probably won't see me for a while. You might see Kim. Kim, you could buy Kim's bears.
Oh, there we go.
Kim's selling these guys on her Etsy, and she never told anyone.
$26 for that. Good Jesus! If I had kids, that would give them bloody nightmares. What on earth is that? Oh, and a $10 5 random sticker and keychain bundle. God, what a load of crap. Oh, and 1,200 reviews. 1,300 reviews, and they're all 5 out of 5. Oh, good God! You can buy our shit. Oh, good God! That is a scary bear. That's not a bear. That's just that's a cocaine bear.
Just my bear hype man. Don't
So
mind him.
you can go buy these. That would support us a lot and support Kim a lot. Look how cute they are. They're so sweet.
I've got a couple of video ideas planned, but I think for me, the anxiety was a little bit different. Like, I do have issues. I've gone back to having issues with going places by myself. I used to have that. You remember?
Yeah.
Like, when we were first married, it was really bad. And, like, I hate that you understand it now, but, like, that's what it was like.
Yeah.
It was miserable. I'm fighting against it
There you go, kids. Marriage is miserable.
now, mostly because I know that I have to, and I kind of like that I have to because it helps me somehow that I don't really have a choice, and I have to go get the groceries and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But,
we'd be ordering everything if it wasn't for you, because I ain't going anywhere.
And it is so expensive to have groceries delivered, but like the anxiety for me,
It's not really, and you can do the click and collect thing anyway. So that's a bit cheaper. You don't have to go too far out of the house. You go down to the store, but they can just sort of load it all up into your car for you, or you can just be an adult and go indoors.
lately is not wanting to perceive myself. So the idea of filming myself kind of makes me want to vomit. So I'm working on that.
Yeah,
That's my-
I've hated
But it does. It works because you get people throwing money at you if you do.
That's my January.
I've
I'm going to
hated
work on not
filming.
doing
They're going to take money off to work on themselves. Work in the audience, more like.
I've hated every time
I
I've had to
know.
film anything since we
But
moved.
that's your grocery store. You feel like you have to do that and you don't have a choice. So
I
that's
don't have a choice,
yeah.
and I haven't had one. The worst part of all of it was early in the year. I booked all my sponsors, and they're all contracts, and I couldn't get out of them. I was literally forced since we moved to make 5 to 6 videos a month.
Oh my God! He had to make 5 or 6 videos a month. He was forced to do it. Good God! For all that money as well.
And every single one has sucked. I haven't enjoyed
That sounds like your videos suck anyway. This one certainly does.
a single podcast recording. I haven't enjoyed a single video I've made.
Welcome to working life in general. Who really enjoys going to work? Who wouldn't rather stay home and put the PlayStation on?
I've just rushed and got through it as quick as I can. And the Pokemon video about damn near killed me.
I know.
Well, they're all rubbish.
The worst.
I hated making that video.
So you'll have loads of comments on that video, whatever it was. Just, oh, I love watching your videos. And now he's telling everyone, oh, it really killed me making that video.
And I can't. That's not what I want to feel when I work. I want to
No.
get my mind right.
Aw.
So I'm taking all of January to work on myself, get my diet back in order, get working out again,
Well, he's not morbidly obese like a lot of other YouTubers could mention. So, sounds like his diet's fine.
my fitness back on track, spend some time with the new puppy because I feel like I've barely seen her other than when she sits down here with me when I edit.
Which she
Oh God, you can't make videos because you've got to spend time with the dog. But yeah, of course, you'll still be taking your however many thousands a month he makes from Patreon.
She does do a lot.
She does do a lot, and it's
Which is
nice.
nice.
But I feel bad that I'm not like taking her for
Yeah, yeah,
walks, so I haven't had time to do anything. I thought you want to see what she was like because we took a bunch of videos.
Oh.
We drove to get her in like the most beautiful
It was such a cool drive.
farm scenic Pennsylvania drive.
We also did it in the fall, which I feel like is the best time to see that area. It was just so pretty.
When we went to get her, there was her and her sister,
Yeah, Dahlia.
Dahlia. It was Darla and Dahlia. And there's Darla. She's so small. She's so
Look at that
stumpy.
shitty tail she
So she's so
She's
little.
so tiny.
She's so
Feet were the same size, though.
The weirdest part, because I'd never got a dog before.
Yeah.
We went to go see her, and she was like loving on us.
Yeah.
And then we were like, what do we do now? And the lady was like, you just
You
go.
just
You
take
go.
her and
Just
you
go. So
But you bought a dog and you didn't know what to do with it. Take it for a walk?
we started walking, and she started following us. And I
that
was like,
crazy.
what are you
The
doing?
thing that was crazy to me was like she knew that the transaction was happening because she went and said goodbye to each family member
Yeah.
individually, and then she started following us
It
to
did
the
seem
car.
like Darla went and said goodbye to all the
It was
humans
so
and all the
sweet.
other dogs
Yeah.
because she knew she was going. Look how sweet.
I know. She looks so nervous. I can tell by looking at her that she
I
was,
know.
like,
She looked
losing her
really
mind.
nervous. She didn't. Well, she'd never been in a car before. She didn't want to get in a car after that for a while, but now she'll jump in the car
Yeah, she loves
because she
getting in the car.
knows she's going to the
She knows
park.
she's going to the park and she's getting a puppuccino. Those are the two.
Yeah,
things
she
that are
loves a
happening.
puppuccino. Oh, I have video of
Oh
her
yeah.
getting a
Snarfing down
puppuccino.
a
How's a
puppuccino.
puppuccino?
Oh, this is when she started playing with Simon for
Ah,
the first
yeah.
time. So when we first got her, we didn't know how the cats were gonna adjust to it.
No.
They're literally fighting. I have a video of it here.
They're not fighting, they're playing.
I'm trying to show
They're
you.
doing it again.
But they're doing it right now in real life.
Because Simon wants to be in the video.
All right, well, I guess I can just save the video of that one
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's right there in person.
Happening.
Oh, here it
There
is.
you go. Yeah.
Oh, no.
And then she spilled it
She made a mess.
everywhere.
But yeah,
That looks sanitary.
I don't really have too much else. People keep asking us, like, how you liking PA? You happy with the move? And we feel like Debbie Downers when we're like, I haven't left the house. A mix of having to work too much, but also been terrified
Working too much. You wouldn't know a hard day's work if it jumped up and bit him in the face.
to leave. So I barely know what's out there. We haven't had a chance to really
Yeah.
do anything or explore.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I've been such a wreck emotionally and physically since we moved that it's been hard to not regret moving because of how much it messed me up.
No.
And we've talked about that a lot. We don't want to go back.
No, that
And
would
there's-
make it
Oh no, don't start trying to move again. Oh good God, we don't want to go through that.
even worse. But
There's
like,
nothing
it's-
for us there, but there's a part of me that's like,
I wouldn't be like this if I.
I
hadn't
wouldn't be
moved.
like this if I moved.
Yeah.
Because if you watch me on Twitch, you already know how.
Oh God, moving house. Everyone has to move house at some point in their life. I hope I don't have to move house again, but just man up and get on with it.
bad it is and how bad it's been.
Yeah.
But yeah, a huge thank you to all of our friends that have helped so much.
Yeah.
And they're also caring. I know it sounds silly to a lot of you.
I. think
Yes. Sound like Ben Kingsley in Sexy Beast. Yes.
a lot more people are going to be understanding than you think.
But yeah, the move, but also I didn't realize how much working from home for the last half a decade messed me up
Yeah.
because
5 years? Well, this is why you need to get out of the house a bit more. Not stay indoors all the bloody time like a shut-in.
I would go weeks and months without leaving the house.
Well, there you go. You have to make sure you get out of the house. Duh. Simple.
Literally.
Because you wouldn't have to.
Weeks and months.
I know.
I wouldn't leave the house at all. And then COVID,
You have to. I mean, when I was younger, I thought oh wow, especially with working from home, I thought, wow, I could spend all day indoors for the rest of my life, just playing video games when I'm not working and so on. But then you get to a point especially when things start opening up again, and you think, God, I want to get out of the house even more than ever. I just can't be in the house at certain times. I've just got to go and get some fresh air. It's got to be done. and you see other people, and yeah, it's good. So don't be in the house. Just get out and get some fresh air and see other human beings. Sorted.
We didn't leave the house for like 2 years.
Yeah. Unless
Crap.
we absolutely
That's a
had
crap.
to, yeah.
And now I'm like terrified to leave the house.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
like a
fuck
switch,
off.
and I don't know what happened or why or when.
Jesus Christ, this pen. Oh, God.
But yeah, I gotta try and fix that. Yeah, I think that's it. Honestly, I was even dreading making this video, and I'm even at the end of my rope trying to make it. I'm so stressed. I mean, everything is stressing me out, including this puppy right now trying to eat
Everything's stressing him. Oh, God.
this dang cord. So yeah, I just
Imagine if aliens, try and take over the Earth, and then they think, or they're planning to take over the Earth, and think, maybe we might meet some intelligent individuals. Once we get there, let's have a look on their YouTube site to see what sort of people we might meet. And then they see him and think, oh, let's not bother. Let's try and find some another planet which might actually have signs of intelligent life, because they're not finding it with him.
need a break, and we have a new puppy, and I would be lost without Kim and all of you. So
Boo-hoo.
that's everything. And I'm hoping next time you see me in a video I record next, that I'll be a newer, better version of myself, and Kim too, because Kim's going to be going on this journey with me and trying to straighten
Oh, God, going on a journey.
herself out as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
But they had time to do their hair and makeup beforehand, of course.
that's it. We have a new family now, and we're going to take some time with our family to...
And you see, it's such a struggle with them together, but there's obviously someone manning the camera, because the camera focus is changing between him and her, back and forth, depending on who's talking. So there's someone else there with them filming this, and doing the focusing and so on. So they're not just sat there on their own.
get our heads in a better space, because
And he's looking at whoever's directing anyway.
right now they're in a pretty bad one. So, all right, guys, I love you, and I'll see you as soon as I feel better.
Oh,
So, love you too.
Have you?
oh, and the obligatory
Anything
snog.
else you want to say?
Thank you for being here, and we'll see you when we see you.
Go buy your bears.
Yeah, that's sell
Go
their
buy 'em.
shit.
Look how cute. Go buy them all.
No,
Okay.
scary shit.
Bye.
So then he came back and did that Nintendo Direct. I'm certainly not watching that. I don't really care about that. So, oh God, what has life come to? Do not use people like this as an example of what modern life should be like. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, please like this video, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell for all notifications, and cue Genesis.